A game with destructible environments? That was unheard of in 2001, until Red Faction. This classic first-person shooter might be well known, but it's not that well known that it originally started off as Descent 4. Volition were developing Descent 4, and then it got cancelled, and the engine which became Red Faction's GeoMod engine was kept, as well as the main character's name, Parker, stayed the same. The developers were inspired by the 1990 movie Total Recall, and wanted to make a game that takes place on Mars. In Red Faction you play as Parker, a miner employed by the Ultor Corporation on Mars. The conditions on Mars are terrible, and to make matters worse, there's a plague going around.
Mars. I always thought of it as a romantic place, a planet of mystery and adventure. Came here 6 months ago thinking it would be an escape from Earth. I wanted some time to think, to figure out what to do with my life. A year in the Ultor mine sounded like a great way to straighten myself out. Man, was I a fool. Life in the mines is hell. I haven't had a minute to myself since I got here. You're jammed 8 to a room, time-sharing your bunks. Conditions are barely livable, and the guards are everywhere. Ultor doesn't care if we live or die. We're at the breaking point. And then there's the plague killing off miners left and right. When the guy next to you dies before your eyes and your turn could come any minute, it freaks you out. No one knows what causes it or how to cure it. Or at least the miners don't know. Someone named Eos is putting up pamphlets in the barracks, claiming that Ultor is responsible for the plague. The pamphlets urge miners to be ready to revolt against Ultor. A lot of miners are muttering, but nothing's come of it yet. As bad as things are in the barracks, they're brutal down in the mines. You spend 10 hours drenched in your own sweat in the enviro suit, grinding away at rock walls. The guards make sure you work the whole shift. They enjoy their work way too much. You get out of the driller after your shift's over and all you've done is dig yourself in a little deeper. Don't know how long I can keep doing this.
So the miners are pretty unhappy, and it's not too long until a riot takes place.
A long day. It's about to get a little longer, mine scum.
What did you just call us?
Go or else. You threatening me? Yeah, well, threaten this. Up, miner.
Time to start the revolution.
Disturbance in mine sector M4.
I like how you get a ton of guns right away. You get the rocket launcher pretty soon.
Miner.
Along the way, you'll be helped by Hendrix, a security technician for the Ultor Corporation.
Parker, you don't know me, but my name's Hendrix and I want to help you. I'm a security technician with Ultor.
And also Eos, the leader of the Red Faction, will yell at you from time to time to give you orders.
The Red Faction will lead you to freedom.
Heads up! Oh.
There's 2 stealth sections in the game, and they're both sort of optional. I say sort of because they'll take all your guns except a pistol, and it's hard to get through because you'll run out of ammo. In both of these sections, I went in as stealth and ended up guns blazing at the very end. And these sections just aren't implemented very well. When you enter this facility, you'll get to meet Hendrix in person.
Hi, Parker. Just wanted to see you in person for a change. I have to stay here, where I can do the most good.
Maybe these stealth sections are here to give more variety to the gameplay, but I don't really feel like they add anything, and they're just kind of dumb, because I ended up guns blazing both times. And it's dumb that I can just walk past this guard. He'll see me if I'm right next to him, but he must be blind if he can't see me right there. Then we're introduced to K-Pack, one of the game's antagonists. And it's revealed that K-Pack created the plague.
These troubles have given me the perfect excuse to accelerate my experiments. Who will notice a few more vanished miners in all this confusion?
To hell with orders. Die, K-Pack.
Finally, you'll hunt down K-Pack, and the confrontation is really easy. I killed him with 1 rocket. Then K-Pack reveals there's an antidote for the plague.
K-Pec. The plague. There's got to be a cure.
Simple, really. Stop the replicators.
Red Faction's GeoMod engine is cool when it works, but there's really only a couple of scripted sequences like this in the game. You can blow up almost any wall though, and when I was a kid I had fun just making tunnels. It's fun to see where the tunnel will go, and here it connected to an earlier part of the map. Red Faction is a good looking game, but it doesn't really look like a 2001 PC game. It looks like it could have come out in 1998, and especially the canyon walls really remind me of Half-Life. Maybe that has something to do with the GeoMod engine, because so many things were exploding and blowing up, you can't have the graphics looking too good, or there'd be too much slowdown. This part where you have to blow up a space station was really intense. You have to reach the escape pod before the time runs out. The gravity is lower in this part of the game because you're on a space station, so you can just drop down those ladders.
In 15 seconds.
Escape pod number 2 detaching in 5 seconds.
There's 5 vehicles in Red Faction and they all control really well, and are fun to drive. I also enjoyed this section where you're riding on the back of a truck manning a machine gun. There's 15 weapons in the game and they feel pretty powerful.
Parker, I've lost touch with everyone else up there. I think you're all we have left.
There were a couple glitches in my playthrough. This guy got stuck in the air after an explosion. Red Faction has an excellent soundtrack, but some of the voice acting, especially from Hendrix, is awful.
This is the source of the plague, that's for sure. K-Pec's been working on nanotechnology, testing its effects on living beings.
Bad voice acting in the stealth missions are really the only problems I have with this game. I'd recommend Red Faction. You can still pick it up on Steam or goodoldgames.com. And if you still own Red Faction on CD, there's also the Pure Faction patch, which will patch the game for widescreen resolutions. So join the revolution today, or just have fun making tunnels. GeoMod technology. Thanks for watching and stay tuned on Coop's Game Shelf.
Don't shoot, I'm unarmed! Party time! Oh!
If you like this review, please click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I make videos every week, so stay tuned.